So, good morning to all of you. I hope you all have done your periodic test exams in a proper way and you must have scored very good marks. And very soon we'll be discussing the periodic test question paper for computer science. And before periodic test, the chapter which was going on was chapter 3, that is GIMP, Graphical Image Manipulation Program. And most of the topics were covered. Only last topic, which is based on layers, which you have already done in Photoshop, that part is left. And in your book, they have given how to create a layer, then how to apply the filters, and all these layers filters they have done on an example which I'll be showing now. Okay, and today I'll be posting the exercise part of this chapter also. With that, chapter 3 will get completed. Okay, so let's start with the meaning of layer, already told in Photoshop also. Again, I'm repeating. Here in Photoshop or any image manipulation program, basically any file is consisting of different transparent sheets which are stacked on each other, which are kept on each other, so that if you're making changes in one page, it will not affect the another page. It helps you to make any changes or any editing part easier in the file. Suppose all the things are there on the single page, so changing color or writing something else may affect other parts of the image. So it is always a good practice to keep different things on different transparent sheets, and then you keep the transparent sheets on top of each other, so that the image drawn on one sheet will be visible through the another sheet, so all will look as if they all are drawn on a single page. Okay, this concept already discussed. So now I think layers concept is clear. In GIMP also, every image which you create will be having one default background or default layer, which is known as the background layer. More layers can be added through the layer menu or from the icon given in the layer panel. Okay, so whenever you are going to create a new image, always make it a habit to make a new layer, and then you draw the things on those layer, and once you are satisfied that all the things you have drawn are clearly visible through all the sheets, then you can make them flattened image. Flattened image means all the layers will be merged together, so that all the images will look as if they are created on a single page. Practically now only I'll show how it can be done. Okay, so if this is the here we don't have the layer panel. If the layer panel is not visible here, what you have to do, you will go to Windows, then dockable dialogs, and there you will click on layers. Now you can see this is the layer panel. It was already there since we haven't opened any image. That's when no layers are created in this file. Clear? So the moment you will click on file, a new image has to be created. Here always remember, your image is by default coming in pixels. It can be inches, millimeters, point, picas, centimeters, anything, but by default the image size will come in pixels. Okay, then the width and all is given. Whatever you want to provide, you can. Then some templates are there which you can take. So whenever you create a new image, a template can be selected from there. Okay, so I'm just clicking on this OK. The moment you will create the image, you can see that the background layer has been created. So any image which you are creating will have a background layer as default by default. Okay, then how to create a new layer? Two ways are there. Either you go to layer panel and then new layer, from there it can be done, or from this part you can see create a new layer. Simply you have to click on this, and the new layer name will come here. Suppose the one layer name I am giving house. Okay, you can see layer has been created, and another layer again I am creating with the name tree. Two layers I have created. Okay, from here also it can be done, or from the layer menu. So we have one background layer, and top of which how many layers I have created? Two more layers are created. One is with the name house and another one with the name tree. Okay, after this you can see one eye icon is there in front of all these layers. It means all these layers are visible. If you want to hide them, just click on that particular eye icon. You will see that it will be hidden now. This layer, since all are on top of each other, nothing has been drawn, so it's, if it is hidden also, no impact on the file. Once you will draw anything on the layer, you can see, I'll show you the practical example. And to again make it visible, click on the same area, you will see that the eye icon will be there. It means now it's not hidden, it is visible. So here same button is used for making it visible and invisible. These type of buttons, already told, are known as toggle button, where the same button is used for two purposes, then that type of button is known as eye icon. Okay, then these layers can also be logged in the sense that if you will click on this icon, you can see this chain icon means now you cannot edit this tree layer. When this chain icon, it means it is locked now, and if you will click on the same icon, now it is unlocked. So this is how you can lock or unlock the layer which is available in your file. So here this one is your visible hiding or unhiding layer icon, and this one is your making it locked or unlocked. Another thing, you can merge these layers together. How? Merge down, whatever layer is there, just down on the current layer, you just right click here and you can see one option, merge down. When you will click on this, both the layers will be merged together, and name will be this lower layer names. Tree was the top and second was horse, so these two layers are merged together. If you want to unmerge, that cannot be done. Okay, so again we'll create one more layer. I had shown you to create from here. Now create from here, layer, new layer, and the layer name will come tree. Okay, the layer has been created. Okay, next is flattening the image. Flattening means once you all the things are done, then you want these two layers should also be merged with the background layer. So once you will click on this, you will merge all the layers together. That process is known as flattening the image. Here we were just merging the bottom layer with this one, but if you want all the layers, suppose here 10 layers are created, then you want to merge them together, then that process is known as flattening the image. And once the flattening image is done, it cannot be unflattened again. So make sure whether you have completed editing part, then only you flatten the image. For that, what you have to do, right click, and from there you will get the option of flatten the image. Flatten the image, here it is. Okay, so merge all layers into one and remove the transparency. Transparency means the opacity of the image will be there. Okay, transparent sheets are there, and once all are merged, transparency of the sheets are not required. That's why that flattening the image will remove the transparency also. Okay, now in the next heading, working with tools, layers and filters, whatever we learned about layers, they have shown practically with an example, which we'll do now. Okay, so let's start creating that example where all the things which we discussed will be covered. So select layer house. This is layer house. So we have selected it. Once this option is highlighted, means we are working on this layer now. Now select pencil tool. As you can see, this is the toolbox and this is the tool options. Click on pencil tool. Once you will click on, all the tool options will appear. What you have to choose, opacity to be 100, means it will be more transparent. More opacity means transparency will increase, and reduced opacity means transparency will reduce. So according to the example given, they want 100% opacity, which is done. Then brush 2 should be selected. By default it is selected, and 0.75 should be the size. If it is not, you can click in that particular area and you can change it. Then on the next page, aspect ratio to be 0.00, because we are going to draw thick line and all, that's why aspect ratio should be 0.00. And then another thing, dynamics part should be off. Now what we have to do, we have to draw a house. Okay, for drawing house, we need, you can refer to page number 30. They have shown how the house has to be drawn. In that case, they need some straight lines. For drawing straight lines, what you have to do with pencil icon, first you click the first dot. Once you have clicked there, what you have to do, you just press shift key and click on the next line which you want. So it is in the house part, it is little bit up, so I'll click there. This is done. Then for the keep on pressing the shift key if you want the straight lines to be drawn. So this one here, and then I want a bit outer here and then here. So the top part, once it is done, you can leave shift key so that line will not appear anymore. Now here I want a line, so one dot is required, and then press shift key and then draw the line. Once it is done, another line is there. So what will I do? I will click here, then shift key pressed. What I have to do? Just drag it to the place which you want and leave it there. Now I want again, then press shift key and drag to the area where you want the another line. Okay. Now draw this line also. So one dot here, press shift key, one dot here, then another line is required here, here, then dot, press shift, here, draw one like this, draw. Okay, so the house part is completed. Once you have drawn it, now hide this layer. How to hide? Click on this eye icon, it will be hidden. As you can see, we had drawn the house on the house layer, now it is hidden. Now what you have to do? Now you just select the tree layer. For there we are going to draw the tree. For that we need paintbrush tool for making the upper part. So here we'll right click paintbrush tool and choose the brush which you want, like I want this one, vegetation 01 as told in your book. Then choose the color as green, bright green will choose. Okay, and then what else selection they have done? No, nothing. So now just draw the top part of the tree by clicking this several times. Top part of the tree will be drawn like this. Any shape you can give. Okay, so this way we have drawn the top part. Now we have to draw the trunk part. So we'll change the foreground color to brown shade like this one, brown shade. Okay, and paintbrush or pencil tool, whatever you want. Suppose I'm taking this pencil tool, then change this to this icon, and then for draw the trunk part like this. Okay, now fill the trunk by choosing the paint bucket tool from here, and here you will choose pattern fill and then fill it. Done. Now the outer area is not looking real, so we'll smudge this part. For this, what you have to do, choose smudge icon from here and then smudge this part. Okay, so that a real look will come. You can see when you will practice, it will be more good in comparison. Hardness you increase because this was not coming the way I want, and size of the brush also 20 they want, so decrease it to 20. And now smudge. Okay, so this effect will come. Then unhide the house. How we can unhide? By clicking on this. House is visible now. Now what you have to do, fill color in this house also. Okay, so for filling the color properly, you just do one thing, you hide this tree one. Now fill color here by choosing this fill tool and fill color in it. Suppose some other sampling I want for this, click. Now fill tool. Oh, it's not visible. Make this layer as visible, active layer, and now fill the color in this. Okay, this was not in the center part, they want yellow, so we'll choose yellow color there. Here it is. Okay, fill it in this part. Oh, this was not selected, that's why. Okay, once you have filled the color, this tree icon will make it visible. Now all the layers are visible, these transparent sheets. Now in layer panels, what you have to do here, you can see this part is raise one level down. Okay, we want this part to come in front. Okay, so we'll select this house one and we'll bring it in front of this by clicking on this. Can you see house has come in front? Erase this layer one step just for bringing the layer forward. Now we want this tree to this house to be under the tree. For that, what you need to do, you select this house by using the rectangular tool. Once it is selected, you cut and paste it. After cutting and pasting, it will be easier to move anywhere. Okay, so I'm just Control X and then Control V. Once it is pasted, now using this move icon, it can be placed anywhere. So we want it to be under the tree. It is done. Okay, now I want to provide some filter here. So for providing filter, we know we'll have to go to filter icon and there from noisy group, I want the Hurl. So this type of effect can be provided. Same way, if you want to provide some effect to this part also, then use the free select tool and draw a circle around the top part of the tree. And once it is done selected, just go to filters, noise and make it hug. Okay, so this way it can be provided. Okay, I hope you all have understood this, how to provide the means filter from filter menu and how different layers are working under each other. Once it is done, yeah, once you can try whether background layer will be always at the bottom or it can be dragged anywhere. Can you see background layer will always be at the bottom. Try to drag any other layer under it. So background layer is the default layer and it will always be at the bottom part. Okay. So thank you so much. I hope you all have understood the chapter properly. And now I'll show means I will send the PDF of this chapter along with the this video. So thank you to all and have a nice day.